This guitar's awesome.
Wow. Let me check it out.
I love it. It's
Check.
crazy tuning.
Check. How crazy.
A, C. Great cat tried to fucking come in here earlier.
Ooh, it's really nice.
What? What, the cat?
Oh, that's really nice.
What do you tune it to?
Oh, it's a new tuning I came up with called Standard. What do you think of it?
I love it.
Well, let's just. I would say.
I love it.
When's he getting here?
I don't know.
Let's start. We've already started.
We haven't started yet.
Yeah, I started. I pressed record
Oh.
because I was recording your song, your pretty song.
Leaving now, maybe a few minutes late. Sorry, bud. That's Dowey. Okay. Alright, well, fuck it.
Okay.
Alright, so let me go ahead and
Oh,
do my thing.
well, maybe we should leave this guitar out so that he can play it.
Sure.
Lonesome blues. Songs about being lonely and blue.
Is that, what is that? Is that fucking...
It's a song I just made up because I thought it sounded like one of those stupid songs about country folk being lonely and blue. What about you? You are. Why you're like that? It's a bright sunny day. Wow, just write a bunch of songs right now.
Isn't that fucking nice?
Yeah. So, what's this podcast about? Did you ever establish what the podcast is about?
Nay.
No, it's a podcast about nothing.
It's free form. What is this recording too?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
It's got everything. We got it all.
There was a situation where I kind of had to figure out how to navigate these things so they don't be in the way of my beautiful face. For those of you who don't have a
I thought that's what they're for.
To block the face?
Yeah, block face.
Not this face. Cannot stop this face.
Okay, well, I'd like my mic to be bigger so that nobody sees my face ever.
Oh my god.
So I'd just be blank face.
Do you remember that? Oh my god.
Which god?
Guys from
The Sumerian god of thunder?
No, the god of Irish drinking. What's his name?
Ah, his name is Conrad Keeley. No.
No, no, man. You're not Irish. You are a little bit Irish, right?
A little bit, about half, but what does that mean? I mean, the Irish were raped throughout history, so I don't know what my real blood is.
I loved it. No, I was talking about the oh my god, I'm gonna lose a lot of punk points here, dude.
For not remembering stuff?
No, I can't say it until I figure the name out of the dude.
Of what dude? The famous Irish guy? Brendan Behan? James Joyce?
God damn it.
Who is it?
Oh my god.
Give me a clue.
The Pogues. I'm fucking
lost. Shane McGowan.
McGowan.
There goes a lot of that's a lot of punk points.
That's a lot of punk points.
That's all your punk points that you had because you didn't have many to begin with.
Well, he did a song called "Haunted by the Love," and he did that. It was a duet with the Irish singer who's now Muslim.
Oh
What's her name? What's her name?
Who's that?
That is who is that? That is this live? Are you gonna do it live?
What?
Are you gonna do this live right here?
No, should I?
If you want, I don't care.
An Irish singer who turned Muslim.
Yeah, I'm forgetting all the Irish people today, dude. The girl she sang "Nothing Compares to You."
Oh, Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah. So they did a duet. I'm sorry, Irish folks. I totally forgot two of the most important artists from Ireland. Anyways.
It's arguable how important she is.
Well, so they did a duet, and they had this microphone covering his. So on the video, when you watch the video, it's like this big microphone. You can't even see his mouth.
Well, why would you want to see Shane McGowan's mouth?
Because he doesn't. I guess he had like some teeth issues. So
yeah, he had serious teeth issues.
But his teeth are fixed now. I think now
they're fixed-ish.
Are they?
Well, they're not blackened and crooked anymore.
Oh.
I don't know if that's an improvement, but
I don't know.
He's still got looks like he's grew up on the old main drag.
There's a motorcycle. So we decided to keep the door open today to do this.
Who are you talking to?
To people that are.
Are you talking to the ghost?
Did you press record on that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Everything's being captured right now.
Sweet.
This whole thing, our whole lives are being documented.
This is a lot easier with somebody there to fucking do something help me a little bit.
I know you don't have the comedic. Well, yeah, you do.
I do have the comedic.
Actually, he does. You probably got a lot of comedian friends. Well, who's your?
I got a lot of comedian friends.
We have what's his name? We know at least one.
The only comedian that you know is Jason Reese.
You mean a tragedian? What is Mike? Have you considered having him over for a podcast?
Mike who? Which Mike?
You know what's his name? Weeby.
He does comedy, right? I sent him a message.
He does comedy.
Like when Jawbreaker played over here at Auditorium Shores or wherever that was, I ran into him and I said, "Hey man, would you be interested in coming down and talking?"
Oh, there he's Johnny. She said,
it's John Dowey.
And smiled in her special way.
Hello,
Johnny. She said.
What's up, man? I am on your street
at least 2411.
The one that's on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, you're being recorded right now. Your
lies are being. Oh, I love that van.
Oh, you're at the end of the cul-de-sac? No. Oh, yeah, actually you did. I have the black VW sitting in the parking lot. Yeah, German engineering. Yeah. Now Germany, that's what I know a lot about Germany. A little.
Let's talk about Germany.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the war.
Let's talk about the famous cricket from Germany, Germany cricket.
You know, something lighthearted like the war.
I was talking about the war on drugs in Germany. Another lighthearted.
I was talking about the war on happiness. The war on happiness.
I don't think we can find any interesting things to talk about today. Are you out there?
Beg to differ. I beg to differ.
It's fun having this, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
Blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce.
All right, I'm gonna walk out there to meet you.
Roller in the night. Revved up like a deuce, another roller in the night. He was blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce. Oh, you can't hear that. That's only in here, in these headphones.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you have to hear it. Put the headphones on.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was a late country guy, a late country gentleman, who had to pass away in order for Rich to acquire it. Where'd you come from?
Sleeping.
That's
My
where I came
house.
from.
How was that?
That's
Yeah.
where I came from.
I was asleep. I stayed out
Okay.
too late last night. Oh, I was hoping we would have sound effects.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Yeah.
them.
Let's just bring it down a notch, guys.
Welcome to the Shay Mendez
Thank you.
and Conrad. You want to make sure that he should be in the shot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
you're
should be
Put me in
fine.
the shot, man.
Hold on. Do you need a shot?
Oh.
No, we don't have any liquor. I
No, no,
drank too much last night.
No.
How do you see the thing?
Just touch the screen.
I think we're all in the shot.
Okay, good.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
We've got a beautiful collection of guitars here.
Thanks, man. That
nice
one is
custom.
That's Kevin's. Yeah, that's mine.
That's a sweet custom.
That is Kevin's.
Oh wait, there's another shot over there. Okay, so we got two shots going on.
Excellent. Is this my LaCroix or LaCroix?
Yeah. I say
This is the
LaCroix. I say
sponsor.
LaCroix.
LaCroix.
We're being sponsored by La Croix Key
Let's
Lime.
let's annoy Paul Leary.
Shout out to the
We need to do a
sponsors.
refreshing pour.
Oh yeah.
We don't
Paul,
know.
Paul Leary's least favorite sound
no
is the
sugar in
sound of
that.
a refreshing pour or someone eating potato chips.
Who's Paul Leary?
Guitar player for the Butthole Surfers.
Oh man, I'm fucking up all over.
Yeah,
today,
you
dude.
couldn't even remember
Okay.
Shane McGowan.
Jennifer
Shane
Lopez.
McGowan.
You forgot Sinead O'Connor.
Sinead O'Connor.
And now Paul
Oh.
Leary.
You know what? I've just been having such a fucking gnarly morning. But
Yeah.
anyways, this shit came together fairly quickly.
What was gnarly about your morning?
Oh, well, I had a little bit too much to drink last night. I was at Little Darling, and there was a point where I was going to leave, and I was like, you know, I've had enough. This is it. This is like I'm good right now. And then as I was leaving, I ran into some friends and like, where are you going, man?
Yeah.
And then I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen you in like a week. And then we fucking did some shots. I did
Yeah.
2 shots in a row. I shouldn't have done that. And then I left.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, I jumped in the Uber and I went home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't drink and drive. That's
good.
really dumb. Don't drink and drive, folks.
I like to drink and drive those Lime scooters.
You can
That's
get
really fun.
Did you know that you can actually get DUI on those things?
No.
Yes, somebody's already gotten one downtown.
Oh, wow.
No way.
Fucking around in the
Did
street.
it have to go to the Supreme Court? It was-
No.
Wow,
No,
that's
if you-
pretty serious.
You can get a drunk driving on a bike. On a bike, yeah. You can get a drunk driving on a bike. I've heard of
a
people.
BUI?
Yeah. I've heard.
Well, that's just stupid because whose life are you endangering other than yourself?
I don't know. You know, whatever is money to be made, they're fucking cops
Yeah.
gonna make money, dude. That's it. So, Rich Mendez, Conrad Keeley,
John Dowey.
John Dowey. We are all musicians here. John Dowey plays with the band Think No Think, and then Conrad plays with a band called Trail of Dead, and I play with a band called Fire Walk With Me, and we are just here bullshitting. So you guys just got off of a thing,
Yeah.
right? What
Yep.
was that? 4 or 5 days?
4, but it
4
seemed
days.
like 400.
Yeah, it was like the movie 400.
400.
We had to hold the
Sparta.
We had to hold the pass against.
Well, we stayed in 200
invading-
motels.
Oh,
as well.
really?
We had some nice Airbnbs.
Did you guys really get Airbnb?
Yeah, really nice ones. The one in
Airbnbs.
The one in Dallas was so nice it almost made up for the Dallas show.
What happened in Dallas?
We were talking about that, and at least 2 of those sound checks were like really horrible because the sound guys were terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Okay.
It was just, and it was more like there wasn't that many people at the show, and just like it was kind of lackadaisical. But the other shows were really good. I
Was it
enjoyed
the day
all of them.
before?
Mohawk was great.
It was the day after
Mohawk was
Halloween.
Mohawk was good.
Oh, it was day after Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I didn't show up to the Mohawk sound check.
No, you did
that's the
not.
magic of that. You don't show up to sound check and everything goes good.
No, you
I've
don't. You don't
learned
show up
that.
to sound check and everybody goes, "Where's Conrad?"
Yeah.
That's what usually
Nobody
happens.
goes that.
Nobody.
Nobody
Were you in the
goes
green
that
room?
way.
You were just in the green room.
He
sitting
wasn't
there?
even in the
I was
sleeping.
He wasn't even in the district.
I was at home, like just chilling, doing my art and my scratch boards,
You did some really cool drawing.
my scratch and sniffs.
No, dude, the thing you were doing with where it shows like time lapse, where you're drawing something.
Yeah.
You drew this woman.
I call those time lapses.
Time lapses.
Lapses in time. Yeah, I'm enjoying those.
That was really cool.
So you're playing tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Vegas.
Playing tonight at Vegas
Damn.
at the coveted 1 a.m. slot.
Okay.
Nice. I played at Vegas, but never really that late. Though.
Oh yeah.
So you get
Inside
to play
stage,
all the
right?
way to last call.
Uh-huh.
You should get your
No
drinks.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you get your drinks before.
I got a guy for that.
Yeah. Okay.
We got guys now.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. You need
Thanks
a guy.
to that
the,
Trail of Dead tour.
the
Beer
drink guy.
guys.
The drink guy.
Yeah. He
That's
comes on tour
cool.
with us locally.
Alright.
You should
Yo,
have somebody.
His
in
name
this-
is Ralph Vega.
Oh, sweet.
Just kidding, Ralph. He's probably not
That's
listening.
my drink.
There's a guy.
Well, currently no one's listening.
Oh, good.
Not right
Yeah.
now. This is
Right now.
pre-recorded.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
What?
So we can screen the phone calls?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
No, we don't have to. You know what's funny is I don't. In California, I saw this band one time, and they had a guy on the side of the stage like making drinks for the band.
What?
Yeah.
Aww.
I've seen a band
That's cute.
that had a bartender on stage making drinks for the audience. I've
Oh.
seen that.
That
Who
would
was that?
be
This is-
what band was that? That'd be a good. That's a good.
The band I was like
They were called Sex Party.
Sex Party.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not really a band I would like to plug, but it just happened.
It just did.
And
yeah.
I'm not even
Sex
they
Party.
probably
Shout
can't
out
even-
to Sex Party.
What's up, Sex Party?
Could
The
I
band
get a
I saw was,
vodka tonic, please.
The band that I saw.
That's
was,
what she was making, I think. Vodka tonics. Yeah.
The Aquamen, and they were just like a surf band, and they had this dude on the side of the stage, like with like just making shakes or not shakes, but shaking up drinks for the band. The band would like go and to the guy and get a drink and comes back. I think he was part of the act though.
I want someone making smoothies,
Like fruit.
smoothies, and bowls of cereal.
But they have to have like arugula in them or something
Yeah.
to make them terrible.
Like
Cilantro,
wheatgrass,
and- yeah,
fucking-
wheatgrass, and
wheatgrass,
celery,
bee pollen,
beetroot.
Hey, gotta have that
bubble
CBD
tea.
oil.
Get some bubble
Yeah.
tea. Yeah, you need one of those guys, man. How much will those guys run per
A
show?
lot.
Yeah,
because
I
those
bet.
juices are expensive.
Yeah, fruit is it doesn't grow on trees, man.
Fruit does not grow on
Dude,
trees. Fruit
no.
drinks don't grow on trees. Right on. Well, shit. Hopefully, the show's gonna fucking kick ass and rock tonight, man.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It will. We haven't played in a while. We played one show, one like return home show, and then I broke a bunch of stuff and got really wild.
What do you mean?
What'd you break?
Some mic stands, some drums, things like that.
But
know
you
what
don't
I'm
have to
talking
own.
about.
You don't have to own the mic stands, right?
No, that's why they were so mad about it.
Aw.
But I'm not going to talk about who was mad either.
Ooh.
Yeah.
buddy.
A venue.
I've
Buddy.
heard-
Buddy always helps me out of jams. He's unjamming me all the time as far as broken equipment goes.
Right.
I got yelled at one time at I think it was at Emo's, the inside stage, and somebody was getting wild up front, and
Yeah.
they knocked over the microphone stand, and when they knocked over the mic, it fell on the floor, and I just kind of kicked it out of the way, and then the guy afterwards like, you don't fucking ever kick our microphones, and I was like, I wasn't trying to kick. He got really some
It's rock and roll, man. Shit gets kicked
Yeah,
sometimes.
but he got really mad at me, and I forgot who that was. Who was doing?
Yeah, the sound guy kind of came at me after the show. and I
You
was
forgot
like,
another guy's name?
I forgot
Oh,
another
no.
guy who happened to be
We just-
Irish.
We,
Oh man.
I was fucking up the whole Irish
oh
shit
man,
earlier. I was like,
disgracing the sweet. and
Paul Leary
kind.
is Paul Leary Irish too?
He probably has Irish
Yeah, he's
descent.
Paul Leary. Leary's an
Leary.
Irish name, isn't it?
Leary.
Yeah, Leary. Paul O'Leary.
Timothy Leary.
That's what I was thinking of.
Timothy Leary's dead.
But he is dead. He is dead now. No, he's outside looking in.
I love this thing having it right here.
Yeah, we need to utilize this. I was hoping we would have like gratuitous sound effects at this thing.
We could add all kinds of weird
Like
shit.
breaking glass and like
Crowd.
ding 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 ding.
We'll do that next time. Yeah, and we'll put
Oh yeah, right.
we'll put an arpeggiator on it and everything. It'll be great, man.
Must arpeggiate.
It'll be great.
I was let me see. So when there was so I was
Rich
doing,
is on his phone.
No. I was like finding some. So when I was doing,
That's always good.
I was doing sound for some band at Sea Boys, and there was like nobody there, but they were really good, and it was on like a Wednesday or something. And then so I put this on after in between the songs,
Yes.
so I could hear it over the monitor, and because there was nobody in there,
Yeah.
and the band got a kick out of it. And
My drummer always wanted to do a laugh track, and just do like really terrible violent jokes. What's
Violent
What's
jokes?
that movie? Natural Born Killers. Kind of like that. Kind of like that.
really dark,
The
dark
Rodney
humor.
Dangerfield sort of.
Who's
darkness.
Rodney Dangerfield?
Again?
He's an
Just
Irish
kidding.
guy.
Is he Irish?
He's an Irish Italian.
Yeah, Dangerfield. I think that's.
No, you were saying
that's Cork.
You were saying Timothy Leary earlier, and
Yeah.
that's the guy that he did a lot of experiments with that
LSD, yeah, electric Kool-Aid acid test.
Wow, that's crazy. Have you done acid?
Yes.
I did acid one time, and I cut the hit of acid, and I put one half under here and the other half under here.
On your eyeballs?
No, underneath, like right here. I just stuck it there,
God.
and
Why?
so you know it happened faster.
See more.
Not have to,
more
not have
visual.
to like, not have to work. What was it?
You don't have to like wait 2 hours for it
Yeah,
to kick in.
no, it was like by the time, but it was
man.
like 15 minutes. You start feeling like that kind of weird.
The tightness.
Yeah, and then that whole night, I was like, the whole night I had some awesome trips. Like we watched all like these punk videos, and it was fucking cool. And then the "I Love You" mans and everything was
Yeah.
fucking beautiful night.
God.
And then I got paranoid that my eyeballs were melting, and that was fucked up.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the next day, I was like, I think my eyeballs are melting, dude. Because I did it with a friend of mine who did it. And we fried in the eye. He did it too. And so,
God.
because we had heard
you know,
about people with eyedroppers dropping acid in their
I've heard
eyes.
of that, but not like pieces of paper.
Paper, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't notice it. Like it takes like maybe 3 minutes. You don't notice it after, because I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, getting it out was a bitch too, because it had slid down here, and then trying to get it out while you're on acid. It was not a good
That's
idea.
a terrible idea.
Yeah, it was a
Just
bad
put
idea.
it on your tongue. It's you
Yeah.
don't need anything about that
Well-
to happen any faster than it's already going to.
Well, I mean, I think that was the last time I did acid, because I don't have 12 hours of my day to spare anymore.
Yeah.
I think the last time I ate mushrooms was
Well, you need a day to recover too. You know, you gotta
the-
like lay on the couch and eat soup.
I think the last time I did mushrooms was like the end of 2013, right before my kid was born. Oh no, yeah, right before my kid was born was the last time I did it. And yeah, I was walking across the bridge over here, walking towards Riverside on 35, and then all the houses, they look like big giant faces.
Oh yeah.
It was fucking awesome, dude. like big giant monumental like.
I think it's
faces.
a Timothy Leary trip when he first did it in San Francisco, and there was VW bugs lined up down the street, and they were kissing the coin meters.
Oh whoa!
And that was his like first vision, was like these
Wow.
kissing VWs. You know.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, I've done some. I've had
I've
awesome
had
trips.
great trips and I've had terrible trips. I've gotten lost in the woods in Arcata, like, and it got dark.
Fuck.
It got dark, and my friend, we found the campsite because my friend actually ran into the car. We couldn't see anything.
Fuck! It was like pitch black
and we
out
were
there.
just tripping so hard we couldn't even see.
God damn! Like right when you were peaking or something.
Yeah, we went, you know, because it's Arcata. We were like it's like the cliffs to the ocean, you know. I was like standing there in
Wow.
tide pools with like sea urchins and starfish, and like
Well, that must have been fucking awesome.
it was amazing until like it turns like actually gets dark,
Uh-huh.
and then everything like turned into like David Bowie's The Labyrinth, and like I just felt like I was lost.
I got stuck in the greenbelt one time. I was like riding my bike. I was down at Barton Springs, and I was like, it was gonna be dark, and I was like, I wonder if I could make it to the other end on my bike. And then halfway through, it just got fucking pitch black because all the trees were covering the sky, and it was already like dusk, and I was fucking scared because I couldn't see anything. And I remember as I was going through, like I saw a bunch of squirrels, and I was like, these guys aren't afraid. I'm fucking terrified. And then basically I had to get off my bike and walk along the path, and there was no moon out, pitch black, and I had to listen for 360. I had to listen for the fucking freeway to make my way out of there. But luckily I wasn't, too far from the end, but that was pretty scary. So I couldn't imagine like being on acid and then fucking that.
And Arcade is like, that's real. You're in the like redwoods, there are bears. That's like real woods, Like I don't think there's really much of a danger of anything coming out and eating you on the green belt. I mean, do we have
No, there's snakes, and that's about it.
snakes, right? I
Yeah.
mean, what other danger?
But
would we
but
have?
most of the time they're trying to get away from you. You're only gonna
Right.
get bit if you accidentally walk up on one.
Right.
No, are you big into like camping and shit like that?
I mean, yeah, I like to get away.
I love
And,
camping.
Yeah, I love to camp. I love to be simple about it. I'm not a glamper. I would like to
right.
go and like sleep on the ground next to a fire.
Bring your fan and
Yeah.
shit.
But I tried to take my girl camping for the first time, and it was like the worst experience. We were in Colorado, and I like tried to drive her up this mountain, and like got a flat tire, and it rained. And we
Oh
almost
my
got
God.
struck by lightning, and we were like, the tent just started to fill with water, and we were just like, let's just go.
Wow,
got a
really?
motel.
Let's just go home.
It's got an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was Airbnb.
Was it her first time?
It was her first time like real camping like that.
Yeah.
So luckily we've had good experiences other than that.
Okay. Well,
But
that's
that was
cool.
like it's always on someone's first time you're trying to
Yeah.
treat them, and then
I think
it goes wrong.
my nightmare would be having to be one of those people that are camping during a big festival.
Oh, I don't
That
understand
just
why
is
people
so
do that.
disgusting.
What?
In the other
Have you
people's
ever
muck?
walked through those campsites at like
Yeah, it's gross.
Reading or one of those?
I
It's
mean, I've
just
never
like,
been to Reading.
Oh my god, it's just like beer and
Yeah.
just
People's
people are
breath.
peeing. People are like lined up, 20 people deep to get to the porta potties, and I'm just like, oh god, these poor punters, must suck.
Dude,
Must
I don't
suck.
know, man. That
But
sounds
people
like
pay a lot of money to do that,
to just fucking go camp with a fuckload of people.
just so that they
Yeah.
could watch like a really horrible sounding set of Oasis.
It's hard to do good sets on.
No, you can't. All festival sets sound like shit.
They
so
sound like shit, and you have 5 other bands playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Book us on your festival though this summer.
wow.
The Pitchfork Festival sounded really good. I thought.
Yeah,
Breeders
but
sound-
that's
Breeders
not
sounded good.
that's not a camping festival. That's
Oh.
a properly put together. Like the ACL is not a camping festival. That's like a festival with like
People don't camp out
structure.
there? Yeah, I guess they leave at bolt at
No.
10 o'clock. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I've never even heard it. I mean, I think now
Camping
that you mention it,
festivals
I've
are
heard of it.
typical, like in Europe. Like we
Like
showed
Woodstock?
up. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that, where
Yeah.
people are having babies and stuff.
Bonnaroo. Isn't
Co- co-
Bonnaroo?
Coachella?
I've been
Is
to
Coachella
Bonnaroo.
like that?
Coachella.
Coachella
might be.
is like that, but it's more glamping
Yeah,
because
but people
there's a
rent
lot
like
of rich,
$2,000
yeah,
teepees or something.
Oh shit.
a lot of They
Burning
can
Man,
afford.
I guess, has bands play. Does Burning Man have bands play?
It's more of a
Burning
it's more
Man
of
could
an
probably
art
be
deal.
pretty gritty,
A lot of art cars. A lot of
I wanna do Burning
people
Man.
being art installations.
Do you know anyone that's done Burning Man?
My brother.
I know my friend Paul.
Yeah.
My friend Paul Gonzalez in California. He goes every year. They've been going every
Wow.
year for like 10 years or
Yeah,
something
my
like that.
brother
Wow.
went
10 or 15 years he's been going every
long time
year.
ago.
Every
Burning
year.
Man would be cool.
I heard it's pretty fun, man. A lot of crazy, cool, like interactive art stuff going on over there. Like people build shit and lots of like.
There's also the annoying factor though. There for me.
Burning Man dude.
Yeah.
What's up? Look at
I'm very annoyed by
Something.
most of that shit.
Well, I guess with everything,
It
there's
seems
a-
like it's commercialized. I guess some people would say.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a science factor. I think that's what's fascinating to me. It's like
Yeah.
the people, the engineers,
Yeah, the actual engineers that
yeah,
build that stuff. Yeah.
the
It's like any art.
professors, the philosophers. That
yeah.
go
Let's
there
hear it for the engineers.
to go and just talk.
Yeah, the engineers, man.
Thank you.
They do so much.
You know, they're always driving trains everywhere.
We're designing an
Driving
elevator.
that train high on cocaine, building shit. They got a screwdriver. They know how to use it.
We're designing an elevator to the sun.
They're gonna use. All right, now shut up. Okay.
Which way do I turn it?
So Conrad used to live here in this house.
I
Really?
wouldn't.
I
Yeah,
feel
we
like
were
that's every
roommates.
house I walk into with Conrad. Someone says that.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any damage you can see.
I'm not sure if I was living. I was more like in a cocoon,
Yeah.
hibernating for
We had-
6
we had,
months.
Just existing.
We
That was
had
just,
cabin fever. We got cabin fever at one point. So, but yeah, you know, he's out. Guys. I mean, the place is really cool too that she got, man. It's like a little room, and also it has a crazy ass attic, man. And you were saying you heard ghosts the other day.
No, I just heard the.
I love
Let's
ghosts,
get into the
dude.
ghost stuff.
I love
I just
ghosts.
heard
Let's ghost
the
Okay, this place is fucking totally haunted. By the way,
I heard that. I
did
saw
you
a
listen to
little-
that? Did you?
Yeah,
okay,
he showed
yeah.
me that actual footage, which is rare that anyone actually has documented footage of.
Yeah, me
The
and that dude from the Green and White. He was sitting there, and then we're talking, and all of a sudden there was like crazy giant rolling sounds right here, and he thought somebody was in the attic, and I was like, nobody's in the attic, man. But I smudge here daily, like that's like my little smudging station, and I smudge daily,
Is that
and
what that is?
yeah, I have to.
You have it labeled like. A
Let's get
stage.
smudged before
No,
we
that's
leave
like
here.
that's like the north and the south. That's like the compass.
Have you ever been smudged, Johnny?
No,
You
only
got to try this. It'll clean your karma. It'll clean your aura.
It's just
My
You,
aura.
you probably have like a really dirty aura.
My
you know?
aura is super dirty.
filthy aura.
But don't clean it. I got to do a show tonight. I mean,
Oh, okay. Well,
Get
might
some
mess up my
mojo.
vibes,
well,
but-
it won't like completely cleanse it. It'll just make it a little bit shinier.
Oh,
Like you'll
yeah.
have like you'll get on
Shiny.
stage.
A sheen. I'll have a sheen.
You'll be shining like the light.
like a deuce, another roamer in the night.
Blinded by the light.
Blinded by. All right, I was gonna do the cadence, but all right.
It's Manfred Mann and Earth Band. Manfred
Well,
Mann,
but
Earth Band.
so your band Trip Crystals.
Old school. That was my old hardcore band.
Yeah.
And
And-
you listen to them?
Yeah, we played a show with you when I was new to town.
Trip
yeah, there we go.
Crystals. Thank you.
Was that-
Thank you.
Was
At Red 7. It was at Red
Was
7.
It
and I
was
think,
at Red 7.
and I think the stage was either smaller or in a different place.
It was rickety, I
was
believe.
very rickety.
It was rickety. I
Yeah.
remember that. And I remember the sound guy's like, all right, you don't want to jump a lot.
You
right
don't want to
here."
move a lot.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Jeez.
And then, yeah, it was actually kind of rickety. And I don't know why, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And Shitty Car Wash. Wait, no.
Shitty Car Wash with Joe.
Is that a band?
Joe's band.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw
Wow.
Joe when I saw Joe play with Shitty Car Wash. That's what inspired me to do some bi-amping, like with my bass amp and
Yeah.
So after that, for my the Fire Walk with Me thing, I started doing some bi-amp stuff. I love that sound too.
Yeah.
But it's just like a lot of stuff to carry around.
It's a lot of stuff to carry around.
Yeah, like
And that's my main reason for not doing anything like that. But you were really loud and really badass, and I actually wanted
Thanks.
you to play in Think No Think for a long time.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Bass.
still
play
do.
bass?
Yeah,
I got a bass, dude.
that is an amazing bass.
Did you see this?
Amazing.
So, are you a Fender guy or a Gibson guy?
I
or
like
both.
I like Fender basses.
Yeah.
I like Fender guitars.
This is killer.
Yeah, here, check it out. It's an '83. It's been refinished. I bought it on Reverb.
Green sparkle.
Yeah, so that thing right there, I love Fender basses. Those are my favorite basses in the world, and I love Jags, and I love the Tellys.
Yeah, Jag
I just
and
don't.
Telly.
I'm not like super into the Telecasters though. That's because I feel like the buttons are just all in my way. Like when I play, like the switch, the tone switch is like.
Oh, you
in
mean
my
like
way.
the Jag or
No. On the Telecaster.
Which down here?
Yeah,
This is in your way. Yeah.
kind of
And
feels like that.
And if the knob on the switch falls off, your hand is like shredded.
Oh yeah.
You're
No, it's
shredded.
happened to me.
Yeah.
But then again, you see people like just shredding on those fucking guitars, like the Stratocaster. There's something to it, and I'm not saying I can't say anything bad about it. It's just not that Stratocaster stuff. Is just I'm not. But the Telecaster is a beautiful instrument too.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
They're
sounding.
really mean sounding. If
Yeah.
you want them to be, they can be pretty or they can be very mean.
That is a. This is my 1971 Fender P bass.
This is
It's
killer.
not the original finish. And that is actually the first instrument I ever picked up to play when I was a kid. I started playing bass for like 3 years, and then that one was it used to be Sunburst, but my dad took the finish off of it for some reason. Huh. But yeah, that's
cool though.
That's the first thing I ever picked up, first instrument I ever played in my life.
Wow,
right there.
It's got a beautiful neck on it.
I love it. It sounds great too on when you record with it.
I think this is the one I saw you play, maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
Because it was super loud.
Yeah,
it was like way ballsy.
Oh, and I had that GK RB800 and the fucking SWR cabinet.
Yeah.
Which Eric Sanger hates that fucking cabinet for some reason. I love it.
Hate's a strong word.
He hates the SWR cabinet.
Eric is a strong word.
Yeah, Eric is strong. You ever seen his hands? Guy's got giant hands.
Isn't he playing with the Start this weekend?
The Start.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Jamie
right.
Jamie and Amy are in town.
Jamie's in town right now, and Amy.
That's what I heard, but I didn't know where.
I was afraid of their dog when we were in Los Angeles.
The one-legged one?
No. What?
They had
I'm kind of creeped out by all three-legged dogs, though. I don't want to like
tripod dog.
It sort of freaks me out a little bit. My good friend had a three-legged dog, and I just couldn't love it.
Because you can't love. It's not complete.
Yeah.
It's got issues.
I don't know what that says about me, but I couldn't bring myself to love it. And I love mostly all dogs. I think this dog just had a shitty personality, though. Is really too what happened.
No, because it is kind of strange because it seemed like for a while there was people that were adopting dogs that were just like
purposely fucked up.
Yeah, like he's missing an ear, he's got an eye, he's blind in his right eye, he's got no tail, his tail's chewed off, he's a rescue dog, he's got one leg now, and he's going into surgery, but
he can't walk forward.
I was when we were in. So when I went with Conrad. We went to Thailand. Was it Thailand? Taipei. They let their dogs walk around like the stray dogs.
Yeah.
They get them, they neuter them, and then they put like a collar around them, and then everybody just just walk up to the dogs and just pet the dogs, and they feed the stray dogs. And I think you can adopt them too. Yeah, you're able to adopt them.
Some of those stray dogs belong to people,
right? Well, they all had a certain collar around them. Neck.
It's like that movie Secret Life of Pets.
I never seen that.
It's really, really good.
I haven't seen that either.
It's one of the ones that are worth watching.
Yeah.
Hey, Conrad, you're smart. Who's this?
Wagner? No, it's Litzt.
Is it Litzt?
I'd say it's Litzt.
I found this at Savers.
Because he's listing. See?
It says listing?
Is it Franz Liszt?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
What would you say that is?
Shit, I don't know. My knowledge of classical busts.
I thought that was like George Washington or something.
I would have said
all these old white dudes look the same to me.
It looks like Franklin to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it does, right? I'm just trying to figure it out. I thought Conrad would know, but
it's Liszt. It's Franz
Liszt.
Liszt.
It says right here.
Does it say there?
It says right here, Liszt.
Oh,
he's right, and he named it in like 3 seconds. Like, didn't he? Liszt.
He's uncommonly.
It's Liszt.
Yeah, he's got the knowledge.
He's got the nose and the hair. It's, like no one else looks like that.
Yeah.
It does say Liszt. It does say Liszt. It says Liszt right there.
It says it right there on the bottom.
Oops. Well, whatever. I bought it because I thought it would look cool. I thought it was like George Washington.
Where did you buy that?
I got it at Savers.
Oh, I love Savers.
Savers on South Lamar.
Man.
But do you love Liszt?
Well,
apparently I do, or my soul does.
You got to check him out. He's got some really cool shit.
Front and center.
Yeah, well, we gotta
pull up some
educate us about some Liszt here. I mean, I'm down to get.
He was kind of like the.
I'm still on that Dolman music you turned me on to.
Oh yeah, Meredith Monk.
Yeah,
Liszt was kind of like the Eddie Van Halen of piano.
Wow.
Back in the day, he was like a shredder.
Could he make it sound like an elephant?
He could. he could play
Eddie
chopsticks.
Van fucking Halen can.
He could play chopsticks. Yeah, he was badass. And his
what was his instrument?
Piano.
Harpsichord.
Okay.
And his he was a shredder. Like his stuff is considered like some of the hardest stuff to play. But the criticism that oh my God.
We'll edit
Some
that
of the
out.
criticisms that he got was that he was a bit of a show off.
Oh.
So like he was making piano music that was
overly embellished stuff.
Deliberately difficult.
He played the black keys and everyone got mad.
Yeah, but what he could do... Oh, someone's calling.
This is all...
Who's calling now?
Get this shit together, man.
Who's calling now?
Who can it be now?
This is not a good version. I would say...
Yeah,
that
he's totally shredding there.
If you want to check out Litz, you got to check out his Passacaglia, which he based on something that Paganini wrote.
Yeah, Paganini, dude.
I'm familiar.
I'm not.
I'm hanging. My mom was an opera singer. My mom is an opera singer.
Dude, I guess...
She played Carnegie Hall and sang in 6 different languages.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just last November.
What's your mom's name?
Pat Dowey.
Pat Dowey.
Yep.
That's awesome, dude.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's where I get from my Irish descent. I'm actually going to get my Irish passport.
Oh, you are?
I
Cool.
am.
We'll be brothers in arms.
Yeah.
We'll be Irish.
Audrey's
should,
mom sings too.
we
I
should-
think Audrey's mom.
We should bomb some English buildings.
We should
together.
We should find a funeral and go knock that all out.
I met this guy in California, and I wanted to buy weed, and then somebody's like, "Yeah, I know a guy," and me and my friend went there, and he was an Irish dude, and he was growing weed in his apartment, and he was telling me like it was hydroponic weed and all this stuff, and so I bought the weed. And he's like, "You want to smoke some weed?" I was like, "Sure." So me and my friend smoked some weed with this dude, and then he starts telling me the story that he's a fugitive from Ireland, and that he was on the run for being involved in some attacks that happened in Ireland. And then me and my friend were like, "Okay, man, let's just time to go." And then he goes, "But are you cool, dude?" Like he got all weird on us.
Of course.
Like, yeah, we're fine.
We're
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I'm
I was
totally
like,
cool with bombings or whatever, dude. Just let me out
I was
of
like
here.
14 or 15 years old at that time.
Wow.
And then me and my friend got all quiet. We left. Like, it got really weird really quick. Oh, is this the shred?
This is beautiful.
This is one of them. There's even a video where he's playing it like a game.
Oh. Whatever makes intelligent things digestible for this generation, I guess I'm okay with it.
I wonder if he's actually at a video arcade having to do that. Could you imagine if that's how you learn the piano?
That's just a robot.
That looks cool.
It does. It looks really cool.
That Honda built those hands, and it's just...
I think that must have been edited in. I don't think that with video software. I don't think.
I should hope so, but it's very cleverly done.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Anyway, so
that guy's
that's
obviously a shredder. That was some,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
some
mad
good
at
stuff.
him. He's a show-off.
So what part of Ireland was that you're talking about?
I don't know.
You don't know what part of Ireland you were in?
No, man, I wasn't in Ireland.
Oh, you weren't in Ireland.
I met him here in the States in
thought you were in
California. No.
Oh,
man.
he was a fugitive from Ireland.
He was a fugitive. He started telling us that he was on the run from Ireland and that he was part of the IRA.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know what the IRA was until I told another friend of mine later.
It's tax
like,
evasion.
And it was a skate house. It was all right. It was a skate house, and someone's like, "Oh my God, you hung out with that dude?" He's like, "That guy's sketch, dude. Don't hang out with that guy."
Yeah.
Like I didn't know, but someone just told me he had weed, and he did, and I bought some weed. It was hydroponics. Never touch dirt. I don't know how he's talking with like the Irish accent. I got a terrible Irish accent.
Never touch dirt.
It never touched
Never
dirt.
heard of dirt.
Never touch toe.
Never
Lick a
touched.
dirt.
Never touched the dirt.
The famine had not come to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was an intense dude, though, man, for sure.
Us Irish guys, you
Weird.
know.
They're weird.
I think I've dated a couple Irish girls too.
Oh.
This girl named Crystal in California. Yeah, she was a straight Irish girl. She was a bass player. She played bass in this band called
She sounds really cute.
she's okay. I'm not gonna say her band now, but she was alright. She was a sweetheart. Like you know, sometimes you meet somebody, and even though they might not totally be like physically what you like or what you
totally.
prefer, there's like you make this crazy like emotional connection, and then they get you and shit like that. Yeah, that's how that
Right.
was. Yeah, she sent me a picture. I remember she sent me a picture of her new shirt she got, and up until that point I thought we were just friends, and she's like, "Look at my new shirt," and she like screened picture, and it was
And it
like
was
just
your
her
face?
like just her boobs wrapped in this like black flag shirt.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, that's a nice shirt."
That's a nice shirt.
But why are you sending me your boobs? And she goes, "I don't know. I just thought you'd like them." I was like, "All right."
Excellent. You
Then
were
we-
correct.
And then we started dating for a little bit. Yeah, she was really, really cool. She's a super good bass player too. And she came over my dad's house and she goes, "Oh, can I play your bass?" And my dad goes, "Haha, you can't play you play the bass," and like being an asshole to her.
Oh, that's not
and
like
he
your
picked,
dad.
And then he picked her, and then she picked up the bass and just started doing like
Just
these Stevie Wonder licks and shit.
Wow.
I forgot, not Stevie Wonder. Who was the bass player for Stevie Wonder back in the day?
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, Paul McCartney. Sir Paul McCartney. I forgot that dude's name, but anyway, she was really, really good. And then I learned Sir Duke on bass. And then
Do you know anybody that got to see Paul McCartney at ACL?
I do.
Who got to see? What did they say?
I said it was amazing.
Oh man,
Was they amazed?
Said he,
maybe they were amazed. Maybe they were amazed.
Oh man, you know who
Fuck,
fucking
I really
killed
wanted
that
to see
song,
it.
dude? Was Rod Stewart in The Faces when
mean,
they
like,
when they
destroyed
covered.
it, or?
No, man, like they
did a good job.
of covering.
Oh.
Wasn't that Wings? That was Wings, correct?
That was
Yeah, it
Wings.
was Wings.
Wings.
Or was it actually? I think it came out on his solo record before the
What,
Wings.
Ram? Because Ram
No.
and Paul McCartney too are both amazing. I like them better than a lot of the Beatles stuff.
Yeah, I think it
Huh.
might have been before.
I actually like all of the Beatles kind of on their own. I like to see them kind of. It's fun to see who brought what to the band, and it's also fun to see everyone kind of grow in their own way.
My son loves the Beatles.
Yeah.
He loves the Beatles, man. But he
I
doesn't.
never grew up learning Beatles songs though. I kind of wish I did.
The first time I ever heard the Beatles, my stepdad had a record, and it was Chipmunks Sing the Beatles.
Oh, that's so annoying.
So I was like listening to it. I'm like, I like these songs, man. And then finally one day, I forgot who it was, but they're like, I think it was my mother told me. She goes, "Well, that's not the Beatles. That's the Chipmunks singing the
Right.
Beatles."
You thought it was
You thought
the
the
Beatles.
Chipmunks were the Beatles?
And then the neighbor upstairs who played guitar, he came down and he played Day Tripper. He played Day Tripper. Yeah. And then he showed me some more Beatles stuff. And funny thing about that guy, after we moved out, he ended up
Killing his entire family?
Killed his wife.
Oh.
But he taught me how to play Day Tripper on guitar.
Jeez,
And
man.
then after we moved out, we had found out that he'd shot and killed his wife. Had a guy over. She was having an affair.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, she was an Asian woman, and he was like a white dude. He was really cool, man. He had all the video. He had like all the Ataris and all like the Segas. Not Sega. It wasn't Sega. ColecoVision, Activision.
Right.
Like the old school ones. Demon Attack, and we'd go up there and play video games.
See, that just goes to show that video games make you kill people.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the proof right there.
Yeah,
Fell
Desi.
into that one.
I always
Walked
do
right
that.
into that trap.
I always do that. What are you drawing there?
A really bad Ozzy Osbourne. Didn't really quite get him, but it'll do. It'll do.
Did you ever get into any kind of metal music at all?
Yeah, I mean, I had an older brother, and that's pretty much how I found out about all music, because he was 8 years older than me, and we have different mothers. So he came to live with me and live with my family, because he was living in Mobile, Alabama, and we were living in Baltimore, and he came to live.
Uh-huh.
And they just kind of told me, "You have a brother." I was like, "What?"
No
And
shit.
I lined up all my toys, and I lined up everything. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play with my new brother. I'm gonna hang out." And
That's cool,
he
man.
just hated me.
Really?
He hated me, but he had skateboards and he had punk rock
Your brother hated you
and he
for
had
what reason?
Jimi Hendrix. Well, we don't need to get into all that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Because you
But
you stole his toys when you.
I think I'm not sure.
Well, I believe that he turned you on to music, so that's cool.
Yeah, totally.
That's cool.
My son has he's got a half brother in Pennsylvania. And he is about to have a new half sister here in Texas. Yeah, but we don't have to get into that either.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Why?
we don't need to delve into
It's so much-
family.
Yeah, man, because it gets weird.
It's so much more interesting.
I love my dad, but he's crazy. Yeah, but no. Oh, so my dad and I are going to therapy now, and he wanted because he wants to like reconnect with me, which is good. And so I had told him, I was like, all right, well, if you want to go to family therapy, you have to pick out the person, you have to pick out the facility, you have to pick the counselor.
He'll go. He just
because I don't want him to think that I got my friend or I'm in
Right,
cahoots
right.
with this person.
Yeah,
He's a bit paranoid about me for some reason. And
you're kind of sketchy.
I know, right? Look at this. So anyways, so it turns out he picked a marriage counselor.
Oh God!
But she
What?
specializes in. She's a family counselor. But so when she had to sign all this legal stuff, where I was like, she's like subpoena to court. Like, what is all this shit? So I kind of put it together. I was like, oh, this is marriage counselor, but she also specializes in people counseling. So
you already went?
Yeah, we already went. It was
how
cool.
was it?
It was good.
Can
it
we
was
get into that?
We kind of it was okay. So at one point towards the end of the session, he was basically saying, telling her, I want you to tell him what's wrong with him and how lucky he is to have me.
Oh my God!
And then she goes, no, that's not how this
not
works.
Really what the deal
That's
is.
not how this works, Mr. Mendez. And then she looks at me and she says, well, how do you feel about all this? Is this something you want to continue doing? And I said, honestly, I'm proud of my dad to even have gone to therapy and even have the idea. And I'm proud of him. And she looks at me and she goes, now say that to your father. And I was like, and I had to look at my dad and I was like,
terrible.
Dad, I'm proud of you. And then he looks at her and he goes, she says, how does that make you feel, Mr. Mendez? And he goes, well, it makes me feel happy. And then she says, now say that to your son. And so like weird, like, but it was cool though.
I don't mean to like. I'm not.
No,
shitting
I'm serious.
on your
I know
experience,
it's
but
kind of it's definitely like mushy stuff. But
You got to
because
do
my
that.
dad never looks at me like how you're looking at me.
Yeah,
like he
it's
doesn't like he doesn't do that.
Really?
He's always just like,
Wow.
and if it's ever looking at me, he's always like saying like, and this is why. And then that's like some kind of insult or whatever. But anyways, I feel that it's positive, and it was I consider that a victory.
Are you gonna go back?
Yeah, we're going every week now.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know.
Well, that's good. You got to
Yeah.
salvage those. You know what? Because you can't really. You don't choose your family,
Correct.
and sometimes you just have to deal with people for your whole entire life, and you will regret it if they pass away and you haven't dealt with it.
That's what I'm saying. I had a friend named Mark, Mark Warren, and the last time I saw him, we were going through a down.
That was a heavy sigh from Conrad. I noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Is there some undealt with.
Oh,
feelings
don't
or
we
whatever?
all? Don't we all?
Yes.
I mean, the last time I had talked to him, we were going through a really dark patch of our relationship. We're best friends, and we weren't talking. And the last time I saw him was at South by Southwest, and I was there with a female friend of mine. And he comes up to me and he's like, "Dude, I'm so happy to see you, man. You want a beer? Do you want a beer?" And I was like, "Sure." He's like, "All right." And he starts walking away, and he turns back and he goes, "So you're not leaving anywhere, right? You're gonna stay right here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be right here." He's like, "I'll be right back. I'm getting you guys beers. Let's hang out." And he took off. As soon as he walked away, I just left because we were like really at odds at that time. And then he died 6 months later.
Wait,
so
who was that?
Mark Warren?
Don't
No, he
know
died
who
about.
that is.
I think that was about 10 months later. He died. And,
Who was that?
He was just a friend of mine. This friend of me and Eric's and part of the old school crew.
And were you upset with him?
Yeah, we were at odds at that time. So yeah, you're right. You don't want your last words to be, yeah, man. Before you go, you gotta find some kind of resolution.
Yep.
You know. So yeah, I always try to leave on a positive with whoever I'm hanging out with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
It's hard.
nobody's promised tomorrow. And this friend of mine, one of his family members is gonna pass away soon.
Yeah.
But he's got cancer. But he's like, we were at the bar last night talking about it, and I was like, you know what, man? But you're this is a luxury, kind of in a way, because a lot of people when they go, they usually on the freeway underneath the car, and the cops talking to you, trying to find out who to call, and or maybe in a ditch somewhere by yourself, or getting eaten by a bear when you're trying to do a fucking documentary on bears or something. You know what I mean? Like
Very common way to die.
a lot of people die alone. But this is, dude, you get to say the things you want to say. You get to hang out with them. They're around their friends and their family, and that's like a luxury, man. A lot of people are afforded that luxury. So I kind of just turned it around on him. I'm like, dude, you're lucky to have these moments.
Yeah, you should savor them.
Yeah, totally. So he kind of he's like, I never thought about that. And I was like, yeah, I'm not in that position. I kind of look at that like between me and my dad, though. I want to fix things before anything bad happens. It's very important to me.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, who else is playing tonight?
It's Billy King, Bad Bad Bad. Dregs. This band I like.
Billy
Dregs.
King?
Yeah.
Latino dude.
No.
Does he look like me?
No.
Oh, okay.
White guy.
Sorry.
It's
William Bradford.
Bill.
I don't know.
William.
Look.
Will
Bill King.
Will King.
Bill King and the Bad. Dregs is really good, and Lola Tried.
Yeah,
also
I know
on
Dregs.
the bill. Yeah, Dregs is cool. They're a newer band.
Wow.
And, Evan
Okay.
Jones is the singer of that band, and she's really badass.
I haven't
She's
played
got a
a
great voice.
I haven't played a show over there at Vegas in a long time. I'm just now barely coming out of like some fucked up like depression shit, so I'm kind of getting things going again. Are they doing anything for Free Week? What are you doing for Free Week?
Yeah,
Free
we're working
Week.
on some shows.
Yeah.
We're gonna play at Mohawk and Beerland is my idea.
Awesome.
But now I don't have Beerland booked, so hopefully
When is Free Week?
I should call. That's like second week of
yeah,
January.
it goes to like the 11th now, I think, but it's the first through the kind of the 11th sort of area. It's
Of
the first
what?
kind of 2 weeks of January. I'm sorry.
Ah.
All the clubs are packed.
All the clubs are packed. It's usually freezing, so you get sick because you play a steaming hot set and then you have to load your gear out and it's January and it's freezing. So I like it. I
Yeah,
like
it
I
was
love
cold
the
last
misery of that type of stuff. I love it when shows are miserable. I love
I've
playing in
loved-
the snow and I do.
There was this one time we with Trail of Dead. Where were we at? It was fucking freezing cold outside, and there was a door right there next to the stage where you could go out to like this patio, and it was in the basement. It was a basement show, and
Nice and chill.
as soon as we walked outside of the door, it was so hot in that basement,
Right.
and as soon as we walked outside, just steam.
It was
coming off of all of us.
Newcastle.
Was that Newcastle?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was one of the best shows. That was
was
really,
great.
really intense and fun
Yeah.
fucking show.
It brings a kind of intensity to it, and people have to want to be there. Really, people aren't just going to walk in and half-ass kind of watch a band. No, if they come to see you in the snow,
It
they're
was.
there
It
for
wasn't
a
quite
reason.
snow, but it was like freezing
or
cold.
right.
It
or the
must have
cold.
been like. It must have been at least like fucking 35 outside, dude. It was fucking cold, or 30. Yeah, and that was on the. We were out with Maybe She Will, the instrumental band. Really cool dudes. Still stay in
don't
touch
know
with them. Yeah, they're really, really popular over there in that area. They broke up for a while, and I think they got back together to. Robert Smith had gotten in touch with them and said, "We want you on this festival thing."
Jeez.
So they got back together for the festival, and I don't think that they're. They all have like their own projects that they're working on now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite band that you've ever played with, Conrad?
I've only played with the one.
I mean, like that you got to play with on the same day.
What? Come on, dude. It's being.
I don't know.
That's the Conrad answer, though.
I've only been with the one.
I remember I asked him what chord it was to play his songs. He's like, "It's just a chord." I'm like, "Yeah, well, fuck you, man."
What was that?
That's funny. Oh, I don't know. I've been mentally kicked in the balls by Conrad many times.
He judoed me right there.
Yeah.
Right then and there.
So I walk into it so often.
I didn't
Anyways.
even see it coming. I thought for
Anyways,
sure.
answer the question,
Well,
dude.
Answer the question.
Jesus Christ.
What's I don't know. Like I've loved every band that we've ever played with.
That is such a
Your
bullshit
favorite
answer.
fucking band.
Have
What's
you ever gotten to open up for an idol of yours?
Not really. Most of my idols are dead, so I didn't get to. Yeah,
Like Litz?
Litz was dead. I couldn't get.
He wasn't available?
I couldn't get to open for Litz.
His guarantee was too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I like playing with my friends' bands more than I like playing with the bands that were just like we were, supposedly privileged to play with because they were really popular or whatever. So it's I mean, I've had a lot of fun playing with bands that never went anywhere.
Yeah.
They broke up, but they were like the funnest people to hang out with, and we
Right.
became really close in a short amount of time. So I don't know. It's just all relative. But I wish there was a band I could say like Oh yeah, I learned a lot playing that set and watching them play, and I learned so much just being in his presence.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never had that experience. I guess Brian Wilson was really cool to open up for that one time, because then I could watch that.
What about Thurston Moore?
I didn't really learn much from Thurston Moore. I mean, he's a nice guy.
Didn't you all?
Well,
they got a bunch of weird tunings, and I thought that's where
Trail
sort of got their ideas for.
Well, that was more
tunings.
from Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
But the only time we ever played with Sonic Youth, they were doing like this weird avant-garde set, and Kim Gordon was playing the trumpet, which as far as I know, she doesn't know how to play the trumpet.
I don't think
it's a difficult instrument.
Yeah. So
no, that's a difficult instrument.
It's the amateur.
It's probably the SYR series. I'm actually kind of a huge Sonic Youth fan.
So yeah, so that wasn't the best show to have played with them, and it wasn't like we were on tour and we got to hang out or anything either. So, but yeah, whatever.
What about severe letdowns? Any big, huge assholes you want to out right here on this internet?
Oh, yeah. Why don't I just go out and say what a dick that, no.
We could say anything. It's going to get edited. I'm not going to edit anything.
Why would you edit it? It's all gold. It's all broadcast gold.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised what gets asked to be edited afterwards.
I mean, I would listen.
I don't edit shit. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But,
that's because you don't know how to edit.
I do know how to edit.
I'm just joking.
You're scared.
Leave Litz alone.
Litz. Little baby Litz.
Totally Litz.
He's playing this.
Show off. Not enough keys.
That sounded like funky. Oh man. Well, fucking, what time are we looking at here? It's one.
Here's my Aussie. What do y'all think?
Looks like
he got beat up.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like him.
Some guy that hangs out.
But that's really fucking good though. I could never do anything like that. I can never do anything like
Turns
that.
out Conrad can draw.
Yeah, he does. He does have this drawing ability.
I'm a idiot savant. I'm more of an idiot than a savant.
That's better than that's better than what anything I can ever do.
That's what every idiot savant says.
It's the old idiot savant line.
Straight out of the idiot savant playbook.
Look at how fucking awesome that band was. Dude.
You know, they were pretty.
They were cool.
They were ugly handsome.
The only thing I don't like about this poster is that's not Geezer Butler. That
Really?
is fucking Bill Ward.
Right.
That's Geezer Butler. And whoever made this obviously was only worried about making money.
Right.
They didn't even have the grace.
And that's George Harrison.
Where? Right there?
On the right.
Oh, right over there. That does look like George, doesn't it?
He's all like,
does look like George.
That's Beetle George.
Band.
Wrong band.
That's Beetle George, I think.
Bloody.
I've stood in the wrong band.
I think the time, like when I went out with Trail of Dead 2, I was guitar taking for Trail of Dead. I think the best show of the bands that we played with, I think, was that one. It was Dinosaur Jr.
Oh yeah.
He was really loud.
He's very loud.
Very loud.
Dinosaur. Yeah, he had like 3 stacks, full stacks.
Yeah,
one to each.
I mean, he's he's covered in full stacks.
Yeah, he's dripping.
He's dripping in full stacks. Purple.
Yeah, he shits stacks.
Purple stacks.
Yeah.
Stacks of them.
He
would probably dig my shoes because look, my shoes are purple.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, look
perps?
at that!
Look at those cool socks. You got the beer
that?
socks.
And I got my beer socks. Look, I got to
Nice.
show off all my accessory, all my.
Nice.
I'm red.
Oh, nice.
I'm red today.
Red. What do you got?
I got black.
Oh, those look funky on the bottom.
Yeah, these are. I'm gonna go do yoga after this.
Oh, nice.
At 2:00.
With your dad?
No.
All right. That's the next step, right?
Dude, if no.
Papito does not like.
Hey man, yoga is fucking hard.
I can't do it.
I've never done yoga ever, and I started this week, and today
it's easy. You just lie there and let your mind drift off.
Yeah, you can just sit.
Oh
there
wait,
and
that's
do-
meditation. Sorry.
No, it's
yoga's different.
I've got
you have to
deeper,
do things.
I've got it. And what's crazy is like it's such an intense experience that when I first got there, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing it right or whatever. I'm just trying my hardest, at one point, it just felt like there's nobody there because these things are so intense.
Yeah.
I'm shaking, I'm sweating, and oh man,
It's doing all this stuff. First of all, I'm not flexible, so that makes it very
I think
difficult.
you become
but
flexible.
people have been saying that to me for like.
It's a lie.
27
It's a
years now.
goddamn lie.
I love it.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen unless you're flexible. Like when you're 20 or something, I don't think you can get it back.
Greasy Reese, he
Can he touch his toes yet?
I can't touch my
I
toes.
think he could
I've
touch
never
his
been
toes.
able to touch my toes.
I can't touch my toes.
Bullshit. You never been able to touch your toes.
I've never even seen my toes.
I don't even know.
I don't know what they look like. I don't know
who
what my
they
feet
are.
look like.
I don't
Yeah.
know them personally.
Anyway, so did you have fun playing with Trail of Dead?
Do I have to answer that?
No, you do not.
You had fun. You had fun.
Of course.
You
I had
guys looked
fun.
like you had fun. It was
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It was really fucking cool.
It was super cool.
The van rides are really fun. I enjoyed the van
Yeah.
ride back from Dallas.
We
That
had
was
some really
fun.
sweet van time.
Good van time.
We had some good hotel. We did some hot knives.
We
off of
did
the
some
stove.
we did
What's
some
that?
Bucky runs.
Oh, we went to all the Buc-ee's around here.
Okay,
It was
cool.
really
Yeah.
intense. Really intense.
Yeah, I smoked a joint down by the little fake pond at the Buc-ee's in between Dallas and Houston.
Bucky's. Yeah, I know exactly. I know.
Yeah,
what
you
you're
know how it
talking
like
about.
dips down there. Yeah, it was like people were driving in and watching me smoke a joint. I was like the first thing you see.
I love Bucky's.
But
They
I was
have
trying
everything.
to hide.
I had never been to one and I never knew about it.
Yeah, they got
was my first
everything
time.
Texas in that thing. They got like
It was
It's
crazy.
pretty Texas. I mean, 65 pumps or something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
just insane.
And like just so much merchandise. You could just look through all that merchandise for days.
yeah, totally right.
You can buy
Keychains, fucking sodas
Yeah.
you'd never seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that there are
Fireworks
people.
sometimes.
There
get
are
them
people.
beef nugs.
There are people
Beaver
in there
nuggets.
that have
Beaver
definitely.
nuggets.
They look like they've been in there for days. They've
Which?
just been
What? The
people.
people?
Yeah, there's certain
They
people
don't let them out.
in there that have.
They live there.
They've been around. They've been just wandering the aisles for like 2 days.
Oh,
They're just still trying to decide which
which to
flavor
get.
beef jerky they want.
Yeah, because it's
teriyaki.
a lot.
That's the
Ew,
one, man.
teriyaki,
I love
dude?
teriyaki. Beef.
Ugh,
No,
peppered all the way.
really.
Peppered.
I like peppered too. I like peppered.
Teriyaki flavor is not my favorite flavor.
I like it. Me likes.
Conrad.
He likes it.
Jerky
I,
preferences.
I like duck flavored beef jerky made of duck.
Made of duck.
Made of duck. Have
Duck
you had
is delicious.
or,
I've never had duck until I went there.
turducken?
Oh,
I think
that's
we might do a turducken for Thanksgiving.
that's
A
a
what?
half a metric
A
ass
turducken
ton of
luck.
poultry.
What is
Yeah.
that?
Turducken?
Yeah.
It's a turkey wrapped around a duck wrapped around a chicken.
Holy shit.
I
A
mean,
bird
you
within
had
a
a
bird within a
turducken?
bird.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not, turkey is kind of dry. and
So
it's
the
kind
duck
of,
duck is very moist.
Oh, that's right.
So is that when
Thanksgiving.
you moisten that one bird up
Yeah,
with a
with a
slightly
duck.
juicier bird?
Well, usually I prefer to just go to the Chinese restaurant and get a duck for Thanksgiving and then have that with the turkey. That's my preference.
What did we do last year? Did we do?
We did that.
We did have the Thanksgiving
We had
here,
the duck.
right?
Yeah, we had the duck.
That's right.
So
we
this
did have
year
the
we're
duck.
gonna do that again, but
I want the duck where they grind up the bones by my
all of it,
Duck-
the whole
oh,
thing.
duck-
table side.
duck smoothie.
No, like
like
you
a
know
shake?
the French
Duck
thing
shake?
and they Yes, duck
Oh, just crank.
duck fat milkshake.
I had duck fat for a little bit here.
I have it. It's in my house.
You have it,
You
right?
guys have
you gave
the
me the
same
jar.
duck
I gave
fat?
him the duck fat. I didn't like it.
What's the shelf life on duck fat?
It lasts forever.
Forever?
Forever and ever. It's
Why?
a mighty long time.
It's weird.
Unbelievable.
So this Thanksgiving, I guess I'm gonna be going to Conrad's. I'm having one
Across the
here.
Keeley.
Yeah, you can see over there. I got some stuff. I started getting already.
Are you gonna join us, Johnny? Where are you gonna be?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah.
I don't really
Come on over.
Yeah, dude.
holidays, man. Tough time of year.
It is.
So I just try and make
It is for a
through.
lot of people.
Yeah.
My stepdad's visiting from Hawaii.
Oh, yeah?
Get to hang out with him.
Nice.
Is he at your house? Is
Are
he
y'all
He's
staying
at my
yours?
house right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely
And,
come over. I
cool.
like hanging at your house.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
There's a ghost at his
probably-
house.
There's
There's a ghost.
His name's Conrad.
Hey, man.
No, his name's Ralph.
Dude, on the other
Oh.
I'll say so. I used to live on the other side of this duplex. I've
Lies.
been living in this building now like 8 years.
jeez.
On that side, when I was asleep, I woke up to somebody like shoving me, like pushing me, and I thought it was this. I had brought this girl home, and she was on sleep, right? Anyways, so I feel like these hands like tucking me in, and I thought, oh, this girl's super sweet. She's so sweet, and there was nobody there. It wasn't her.
Have you seen The Haunting of Hill House yet?
I think
No.
I did.
It's really, really good. It's a series. You should see it.
Haunting of Hill House on Netflix?
Yeah, it's really good.
I just watched a horror. Yeah.
Is it a movie or a series?
It was a movie.
This is a series.
Okay.
Which one did you see? Because there's
I
been
think
a lot.
it was I'm into like hauntings and things like
Me
that.
too.
So I think it's interesting. And you know what? The
I think it's
interesting
funny.
part, I can't really remember the title of this, but it's on Hulu or Netflix or something like that. And so it was a real haunted house, and it was in Kansas, and it was built in like 1886, and they were doing this this movie, and they were actually experiencing paranormal
During the making of it.
During the making.
Oh,
of this
I want to
whole-
know what it is.
Yeah.
What
Man,
What was it?
That's
I'm
crazy.
screwing up by not knowing it. I'll have to phone a friend.
Well, I saw I'll tell you a really quick ghost story. Then we probably got to wrap it up here because I got to get going. But check this out, dude. I went to Dallas to play with my friend's band. I was sitting in on guitar with their band, and after up in the way over there, the drummer asks me, he's like, "Hey man, so and we went in separate cars, you know. So with the drummer, I'm riding with the drummer. He goes, "Hey, my dad wants me to house sit tonight. Can you come to my house and house sit with me?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, sure." He goes, "Yeah." And the rest of the band is gonna go to Commerce, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna meet up with them in the morning in Commerce because there's some people I want to see. I was like, "All right, fine." So we go over here to Deep Elm area. We play at some club, and then after about 2:00 in the morning, we get paid. Ben goes to Commerce. Me and the drummer go to his dad's house. He lives in a really nice Dallas suburb. We go to the house. The first thing I want to do is I want to see if there's any beer because we hadn't drank because we're paranoid about getting pulled over.
Right.
So we go to the refrigerator, pull out this like 6-pack of like pumpkin ale or something, fruity beer. I had quit smoking, but he was still smoking, and we go out into the back patio, and through the sliding glass door, you can look into the kitchen. And in the kitchen, in the middle of the kitchen, there was like a cutting island to make and prepare food. Nice. So talking just like I'm talking to you, and there's a sliding glass door behind him. I see this woman walk into the kitchen, and she's got long nightgown, and she's like 5'6".
Why do ghosts always wear nightgowns?
I don't know. She had no shoes.
That's
on.
all they have to wear.
They never
because they die
that's
when
all
they're
you're like
that's what-
allotted after you die.
Maybe
I don't know
that's what they're
why.
wearing when they died.
What?
Maybe that's what
guess
they
so.
were wearing.
That's where they were Maybe. That's
Yeah.
creepy,
A
dude.
lot of people die in
That's
bed,
creepy.
I guess.
That's creepy.
Well, in the old days, they only used to wear sheets. They'd wear a sheet over their head, right, with the holes cut out of them.
Yeah. Again, I walk into it every time. Every fucking time. All right.
That
So, anyways, back to
sardonic
the
wit.
ghost story, man. All right. So we're good. So I see this woman walk in, and she's got like long blonde hair. She's thin. She's a white woman. She looks like 40 years or something. She walks in, and then she starts walking around this cutting island. And she goes around the cutting island like twice, and then she leaves and goes down the hallway. And I'm looking at my friend, and I kind of lean over, and I can see her in the through the hallway in the living room, and she's walking in circles. And then so at that time, my friend, it's Jeremy Harold, who plays drums for Sideshow Tragedy.
Oh, okay.
So it's his dad's place. Anyways, I tell him, I'm like, "Hey man, shh, be quiet." And he goes, "What? Why?" I'm like, "I think we woke up your dad's girlfriend, dude. And I think she's pissed." And he goes, "My dad's girlfriend?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we woke somebody up. I just saw this woman walk around the kitchen. Now she's in the living room, dude. We got to keep it down." And he goes, "There's nobody here, Rich." And I said, "I just saw somebody." And he goes, "Did you see that fucking ghost?" And then I said, "No, I saw a person." He goes, "Woman, skinny, nightgown, long blonde hair, middle-aged kinda." And I was like, "Fuck you, dude." I get up, I go into the living room. There's nobody in the living room. And he goes, "Dude, we're house sitting, remember?" He's like, "This place is haunted. That's why I didn't want to be here alone."
Right.
He's like, "That's the reason you're here, because I don't want to be alone in this house. You saw that ghost." He's like, "No one's ever seen it." So from that point forward, I was like, okay, ghosts don't have to be translucent or floaty or weird.
No.
It looked like a real person. You could just go and just poke this person.
Huh.
Like I'm poking.
I don't think I've never seen a ghost. I've seen some weird stuff.
I didn't know it was a ghost.
Yeah.
What it was.
I had an animal die in a mysterious way. I told you that story last
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
It was just, that was the weirdest thing that
What do you
has
mean?
happened to me.
Well, how did it die?
Well, there was a few things that had happened. The first thing was that I was, it was like a house where you walk in, there's a long hallway, and all the bedrooms are kind of in the back, and then there's the back right to the backyard. So I let the dogs out, and my girlfriend at the time was asleep, and I let the dogs out, and they were barking kind of aggressively, but I remember thinking about it in my head, and then it was like all this barking, and then it just went silent, and it was very eerie, and I kind of sat there for a minute, and all of a sudden I hear the jingling of dog collars, like right outside my door. And I go around to the back door to check. I was like, oh, I left the door open. They got inside. Mm-hmm. And the door was not only shut, but locked. And there was no way they could have gotten back in. And then I went back. And then 2 days later, I woke up to screaming from my roommate. And she said, everyone was out at work. I was asleep. Because all my roommates at the time worked at like 5 a.m. Mm-hmm. So they were just getting home. It was like probably noon or 1. And I just heard screaming. And all 3 of the animals, there was 3 dogs and a cat. And they were all locked in the same room. And the cat was dead on a pile of laundry and covered in like this kind of like goo, like white goo. I thought the dogs had licked it.
Yeah.
And it was, and they took it to the animal hospital, just like, hey, tell us what, did this dog get killed by this cat get killed by the dogs? And they're like, there's not a single puncture wound, and it actually had a heart attack, and that's how it died. It got scared to death.
Up, dude.
Yeah.
Weird.
And there was a grave in the backyard, but
What?
it was like, there was a grave in the backyard, but it was like, I'm not sure if it was pretty old for a dog. It was 20. So if it was a dog, it was a very old dog or cat.
Oh, shit.
Wait, was it a dog or was it a cat?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I didn't dig up the grave to see what was in it.
I don't think he would have done that.
So there was an animal grave, a pet cemetery.
Pets. I don't want to be buried.
And
pet cemetery.
Yeah, and then your cat died of a heart attack.
Uh-huh. And the dog had a broken leg. There was And how those animals were never in the same room at the same time. How do all 4 of them get locked in one room? That's pretty mysterious on its own.
Very strange.
And because a dog can't pull a door shut. Doesn't ever happen. They might push one open, but they don't pull one shut.
Well, you always regret that you never went out to investigate when you heard those racket.
I was dead asleep.
That's pretty creepy, dude.
I was
That's
dead asleep.
Up.
Yeah.
Poor thing. All right, well,
That sounds more like an alien thing.
Sounds like aliens,
Yeah,
doesn't
that
it?
soun's more like aliens than ghosts. You might have an alien problem.
Maybe
more
a
than ghost
Terminator?
problem. Yeah, something like that. He wanted the clothes. Your cat give it to me.
this is number 44 on here.
Hand over your list.
All right, let's go ahead and
Uzi
draw
9mm.
this to a close.
Wrap it up, fellas.
Wrap it up on that. Let's listen to this song because that made me want to think.
We haven't
of
got to the good part yet.
We should really...
This is gonna get us in trouble on YouTube.
Fuck YouTube, man.
I don't wanna be buried. Pizza, I want some.
Oh, you actually just found that. Wow, look at that.
Buried in a pet cemetery. Live my life again.
Again, right? I did want to cover this song.
It's a good song. It's a really catchy fucking chorus.
I don't know why this is one of my favorite Ramones songs.
It is.
So many better songs, but this one is...
This is like a real... I think it's the chorus is what does it for me.
Yeah, the chorus.
Word. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this. I gotta
Alright.
go do some yoga and cry.
Come to Hotel
cry
Vegas
myself.
tonight.
I'll be at Hotel Vegas tonight for
Yeah.
Come get some shots.
sure. 1 a.m. Stage
Hey,
time.
what are you doing right now? You want to swing? You want to swing by my house?
Yeah.
I have a shoe rack for you from my mom.
Oh yeah.
She brought you a shoe
your
rack.
Mom so graciously is giving me a rack for shoes.
That's pretty sweet.
It's because your mom likes the fact that I'm also a grifter, and she's like an Irish gypsy.
Yeah.
Your mother likes
and
that.
you're getting an Irish passport, so now you're one of us.
I'm gonna really be.
Wow.
I'm gonna join the family.
Then you have to go to the Irish consulate.
Yeah.
Your mom's.
You got to come meet the Irish ambassador.
Oh yeah, he's at your house.
Cool. No, he's cool. Yeah.
He
comes over for tea.
Yeah,
Your mom is currently trying to help me find another red sectional.
Oh,
So once she helps me find the red sectional, I'm gonna get rid of that thing.
What happened to that other one?
What other one?
The one that was the other piece.
There was no other piece.
There was a couch that had seat on this one.
That's at my dad's.
Oh, right.
It's at my dad's place.
Yeah, you need to get something else.
I want to get a sectional that's gonna go right in that corner right there. And then once I get that, and your mom's helping me, she sends me stuff all the time. So yeah,
she's a thrifty woman.
She knows how to find stuff. She knows how to find stuff.
I love people like that.
Eilish, thank you for helping me.
That's all Irish people are like. All Irish people are like that.
They're thrifty people.
All right. Well, thanks for watching and listening. And here me go ahead and or do the jingle. Do the jingle. Conrad's been practicing that. Cool. Welcome to Bats Podcast. Release the Bats. That's the one. Release the Bats Podcast. Conrad is on board and we are doing shit now. So,
Hail Satan.
bye.
Guten Tag.
Go have fun with your life. Be kind to yourself and others. Bye.
All right.